Roguebook is a roguelike deck-building game created by Faria and Richard Garfield. Players may unleash lethal combinations, battle legendary opponents, and select from a massive collection of 200 cards. Players may level up their heroes, gain new skills, and travel through 20 rigorous difficulty levels. The game is endlessly replayable, allowing players to experiment with different combinations and strategies. Roguebook is an exhilarating experience in which every decision counts and strategic thinking is imposed. Riverbond is a fascinating journey in which players must complete tasks, fight charming enemies, and smash everything into cubes. The night imprisoned the leaders of the 8 worlds, causing chaos and unrest. Join forces to defeat evil and aid Riverbond's citizens. Players can select either single-player mode or couch co-op, with the option of drop-in or drop-out. Players can meet lovable characters, form surprising alliances, and battle cute and terrifying bosses. With over 50 weapons, players may modify their gameplay to defeat evil and emerge victorious. Battle Princess Madelyn is an interactive video game that follows the epic journey of a young aspiring knight named Madelyn and her phantom companion, Fritzy, a devoted pet dog. Together, they go on a treacherous journey to save Madelyn's realm and her loving family from a malicious sorcerer. The game consists of 10 levels, each with up to 5 separate stages. Battle Princess Madelyn stands out for its visually amazing hand-drawn pixel graphics, which has been lovingly developed to capture players with complex intricacies. Koumajou Remilia 2 Strangers Requiem is the sequel to the famous side-scrolling action game Koumajou Remilia Scarlet Symphony. It features characters from the TOKOYO project. The game has a striking and dark style, with updated HD visuals, fully spoken characters, and extra content. The protagonist sets out to discover Remilia, the mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, and learn more about the elusive spring. The game features a unique combination of storyline and gameplay, with players battling swarms of foes and encountering familiar boss characters from the TOKOYO project. The Tower of Perpetuity is a 2D action game set in the world of TOKOYO, where players must negotiate a continually shifting dungeon packed with evil monsters and traps. The tower regenerates every 24 hours, allowing players from all over the world to experience the same dungeon for a brief period. Each day brings new difficulties, including various traps and gimmicks. The game also includes social components, such as a cemetery honoring participants who have died. Players can use their unique powers to compete with other players in a friendly manner. In a dystopian world, Marfusha, a gate guard, is responsible for guarding the city gates from invading enemies. Despite obtaining survival incentives, she is constantly taxed, which depletes her earnings. To survive, she must wisely spend her limited finances on renovations, equipment, and hiring co-workers. With over 70 cards available, including weapons, co-workers, upgrades, and chance occurrences, she must fortify Marfusha and her colleagues to fend off hostile onslaught. As taxes rise, more equipment becomes accessible, and she meets new allies. Phoenix, a pyromancer, is on a mission to comprehend his visions and unlock his skills in the Forbidden Arts, an action-adventure platformer. There are 5 planets with many stages each, 6 boss fights, and over 30 opponents throughout the game. The pyromancer flame is used by players to cast spells, shield themselves, and alter the environment. The game switches between 2D and 3D modes, allowing players to store their progress. Along with action, the Forbidden Arts includes missions, puzzles, and the ability to acquire new powers. Players must demonstrate their abilities as actual pyromancers. When a viral epidemic happens at the first research center, Steve awakens from his cryogenic pod to find himself stuck in a living hell surrounded by zombies. Despite the horrible reality looming, he must battle his way out. Exploration, action, riddles, and resource management are all hallmarks of the traditional survival horror genre. The game has a higher production value with improved visuals and effects, as well as a 10-hour adventure. To solve puzzles and increase their inventory, players can acquire and combine items. Brawlout is a battle royale platform fighter that mixes platform fighter principles and classic fighting gameplay into a sleek and fluid battle royale. It appeals to the genre's expanding competitive scene as well as its party game origins. Brawlout includes 6 unique characters as well as 4 popular indie characters, each having 3 variants with varying stats, clothing, and skills. The game also includes new elements like as the Rage Meter, which can be used to break combinations or unleash hell, timed stock, team battles, FA, and party mode support up to 4 players. This solo adventure transports players to a handcrafted universe full of mysteries and surprises. The game has a large soundtrack that adds to the sense of adventure. Elli's look and talents may be customized by gathering gems and cash, which can be swapped for unique abilities. The game is ideal for both youngsters and young adults, and the controls are simple. The destiny of the Mandragora and their universe is in the hands of the player as they travel the globe and assist Elli in overcoming the trials. Record of Lodoss War is a 2D action exploration game that follows Deedlit's tale and the events leading up to Record of Lodoss War Diadem of the Covenant. The game includes sword and arrow assaults, which players may utilize for melee or projectile attacks. Players can also trade items and sell superfluous weaponry. Elemental spirits can be used to modify Deedlit's abilities, such as Sylph's wind-based strikes lowering damage and Salamander's fire-based attacks. When a spirit's level reaches 3, it automatically recovers its HP. Howl is a turn-based tactical folktale set in medieval times, when a malevolent howling plague has transformed the countryside into wild creatures. As a deaf heroine, you must prepare up to 6 steps ahead of time to outmaneuver wolfish enemies with varying powers. You can employ several abilities, including Vault, Smoke Bomb, and Piercing Shot. You may improve your talents, gain additional action slots, and undo round points. The game has a distinct, live ink visual style, 60 levels spread across 4 chapters, and a global map to help you plan your trip. Devil Slayer Rixasi is a top-down action game that incorporates randomly generated dungeons, roguelike aspects, and intuitive combat. The game has 7 heroines, each with their own weapon and fighting style. The game employs roguelike dynamics and includes a transmigration trial in which players must locate the key to rescue the world. Devil Slayer Rixasi is a hard and straightforward action game with over 200 relics and 150 different enemy kinds. To live in a cursed world, players must learn abilities such as evading, timing, and rhythm. The city of New York is in upheaval following the arrest of a community leader and the introduction of a substance known as shards among the criminal underbelly. 3 determined individuals arise to unearth the truth and reveal a conspiracy that threatens the city's future. Disjunction is a stealth action RPG inspired by tech-noir classics that tells 3 interwoven stories. Players may customize their playstyle by utilizing future technology, cybernetic upgrades, and weaponry to participate in lightning-fast battle. Of the Sun is a 2D action platformer set in a Peruvian-inspired universe with fast-paced fighting and exploration. Neen, the player, is an imp born from the sun's dying spark who has been sent on an adventure to fight the 4 keepers and restore the sun's strength, thereby ending the eternal eclipse before the world falls into darkness. The game has a distinct Peruvian-influenced graphic design and music that draws inspiration from real-world Andean antiquities. Players must battle 5 different bosses in any order, each with their own intricate rules and storyline. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!